What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And this time I'm reviewing the game Star Fox 64, which was released on the Nintendo 64 by Nintendo and Rare. And this is pretty much a remake of Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, another Nintendo Rare collaboration. You know what I'm saying? I honestly thought that Star Fox 64 was a sequel to it. You know, now the plot of the game is that Andros is pretty much had went mad and almost destroyed Cornelia with some biological weapons. You know what I'm saying? That he was using, and as a result, he got banished to this remote planet by the name of Venom, and some years later, he decided to attack the Lilac system because he was banished to Venom. So General Pepper hired the Star Fox team led by Fox McCloud to defeat Andros. Now, there are three routes in Star Fox 64, which represents the three difficulties: easy, medium, and hard. Now, the one thing about it is that regardless of which difficulty slash path that you pick, is pretty you're pretty much going to start at Cornelia and end in Venom. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you pick the easy path, the path between Venom and Cornelia, of course, Cornelia being first, are Meteos, Fortuna, Sector Y, Titanium, and Voice. The medium difficulty slash path consists of Katina, Solar, Macbeth, and some few other stages in that one. Then there's Sector Y, Zone S, Aqua, Sector Z, and Area 6. You know, like I said, it's all in the starting stage is Cornelia, while the final one is Venom. You know, now the items and weapons that you get throughout the course of playing Star Fox 64 are the silver wings, gold rings, laser upgrades, smart bombs, wing repair, which you run into if your wings are damaged. You know what I'm saying? And Rob 64 crates. Now, pretty much like the original Star Fox, there's gonna be some points in the game where the members of the other team will require your assistance, like Slippy, Peppy, and Falco. You know what I'm saying? Which of course been his team since the first one, and there'll be some other situation where where it's their enemy on your tail, and they'll take them out. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a give or take type of thing. But now there's a if you don't get the enemy in time, they will take damage. And if one of them, if their energy health bar goes to complete zero, they're gonna they're not gonna be in the next stage. You know what I'm saying? So it is important to have all three of your members with you in each stage. You know. Now the enemies in Star Fox 64 consist of different military weapons like tanks, ships, turrets, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the bosses are concerned, it's they pretty much consist of enemies that's pretty much based on the path that you pick. Now as far as Cornelia and Venom are concerned, they gonna have the same two enemies. Some weird looking ship in Cornelia and Venom itself. Now, if you happen to beat Andros in Star Fox for the Super Nintendo, the way you beat him in Star Fox 64 is practically the same way. You know what I'm saying? Now, the graphics and design for Star Fox 64 are pretty good, but the only flaw that I found is that the graphics does show its age, though. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's pretty good. You know, the The controls and gameplay are pretty good too. You know what I'm saying? I would be honest enough to admit that the gameplay and controls are the best part of Star Fox 64. And if you played Star Fox on Super Nintendo, then it will be easy for you to play Star Fox 64. I consider it a pick up and play game in that regard. Now the soundtrack is pretty good too, you know what I'm saying? And it is one of the best soundtracks on the Nintendo 64. And I can easily say that Star Fox 64 is the best game in the Star Fox franchise, and it's definitely one of the best Nintendo 64 games. You know, now I honestly recommend this game to anybody that's a fan of shoot 'em ups, anybody who's a fan of Star Fox franchise, and anybody who's a retro gamer. You know, now as far as the scores is concerned, I definitely give it a 9 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, if you liked it, like Star Fox 64, you can mention it in the comment section if you think it's also the best um, Star Fox game. Period. You can also mention that in the comment section. If you like have fond memories of it, just from an overall standpoint, you can mention different stuff about it, boss battles, whatever the case. You know what I'm saying, including any flaws that you see. If you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button, subscribe, hit that bell notification button, and all that. This is your boy, Big Metroid Fan 12, signing off.